Hey everyone, I just wanted to quickly show you how to set up an LLM wiki. You may or may not heard, it's gone semi-viral, especially in the Obsidian world. So Andrej Karpathy shared this document recently called the LLM Wiki. And this is just his own kind of document and pattern to guide an LLM or an AI agent to work with Obsidian or work with your vault very well. I've personally been using this extensively. It's just like a wonderful centralized space for everything in my life that is very good to work with using AI. And so I'm going to show you how to set it up and then how I personally use it, as well as a custom skill that I use to keep it up to date. So first things first, you're going to actually want to go, Karpathy added this LLM wiki document. What I recommend doing is you literally just go into raw, Command A, Command C, copy it, and then go into your command line and just say, build this, and then paste. So I've actually already done that over here. It's taking a few minutes, but I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. So now you can see that we have this finished and within our Obsidian. So this vault now exists, right? Our LLM wiki. You're welcome to read through this, but personally, I interact with this purely through my coding agent. So obviously this is a new vault, so there's not really gonna be anything or history, right? So I'm gonna bring you over to my own personal vault. So you may or may not wake up in the morning and not really sure what you worked on yesterday or how to start your day off, right? So one you might say is like, what should I work on today? And your vault is gonna then kind of explore its log. Obviously we don't have a log because this is a fresh one, so I just wanted to show you the log of my own personal, right? So it's an append-only log record of all operations, and explicitly says never delete entries, right? Obviously the LLM does what it wants. But you can see here, I've actually been logging. This is everything I've even done today, right? I'm extensively working on an app called I'mGhost. I recorded a video. There's a tons of information here. I don't actually read this. I have my LLM parse and read it. And so it's much quicker than I am. It can be parallelized, work in parallel across all of my notes, answering different questions. You know, what did I do yesterday? And it can answer both of these questions at the same time. Obviously, this is a weird example because I have the log right in front of me. But at the same time, like, I don't really want to read all of these. It's also very well organized. It's an LLM. It doesn't care, right? So I would never write all of this. But it's telling me about my v1.0 Mac OS rejection fixes and resubmissions that I just did earlier today in extensive detail. And so here we are. I now have two particular things, right? So remember, this is what should I work on today? This is what did I work on yesterday? So I have a very nice little, detailed thing of everything I worked on yesterday. And here's some things I should potentially work on today. So harden the anonymous uploads, verify by v2 launch blockers, right? Et cetera, et cetera. And so this is a great way to kind of like prioritize your day and work through things. But what's important and what you have to remember is you need to summarize your work and run it against here. So for example, here, I just submitted some changes. So I'll run my LLM wiki skill and it'll actually take this entire conversation, summarize it, and inject it back into my Obsidian vault. But first, it's actually, look, you can even see it. It's literally reading the log and iterating over my LLM wiki to kind of get a general idea of what's different, what occurred. And so it might take a few minutes, but by the end of it, you have a very extensive updated wiki or log. So I understand this might be weird for traditional Obsidian users. I imagine a lot of people in the Obsidian space are writers, right? Like this is a beautiful interface to be writing in. And so this idea of AI writing for you and reading for you, it's uncomfortable, it's weird. And I'm there with you. Like, to me, this is not I'm sure you can generate and create creativity in this space. I'm just not personally there. This, for me, is purely a memory bank. It's purely for logging and querying against current status updates. I don't want to manually log things anymore. It's very error prone, it takes a lot of time. It's such a pain in the butt that I end up not doing it. So this has become my solution to logging my own work and gathering status updates that I can then pass along for work, for client work, for personal projects, as well as generate roadmaps for the future. I'm definitely noticing like a gain in my like launch speed, gain in focus, road mapping. So I am going to continue using this. I do believe there's probably better ways of utilizing this, or more effective ways, right? For example, this manual LLM Wiki skill that I've built. Ideally, I hook into Pi, right? So every time I'm done with the conversation, it runs the LLM Wiki and it just runs. So I'll probably do that. Actually, now that I'm thinking out loud, I'm going to do that after this. And we'll see how that goes. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling. So let's see here. You can see here we logged into LLM Wiki, everything that occurred, my commits, all of that jazz. Then I'll just hit a new. Or I'll even just like confidently close this message now because I know it's all in my wiki. So again, if we look over here, let's just reload our app because that. And now we can see our v1.0 is now in review. It even gives like IDs, all that good stuff, how we hardened against anonymous free tier upload abuse. Again, it's extensive. It's pretty sweet. So one thing I did do here is my LLM Wiki skill. And so here's an LLM generated response of what my LLM Wiki skill is. It's just meant for saving meaningful conversations to my local wiki. If triggers, if I say typical keywords, log this, whatever, and essentially it updates things that I believe are important. This is completely customizable for you. I recommend generating your own skill. What I recommend doing is AI related work. And when you get to a point where you want to log it, talk to your LLM, have it log it for you, and then just ask your LLM, turn this into a skill, right? You hit that prompt, it's going to generate a skill that you can reuse in the future. And it's going to care about the things that you care about logging, not necessarily things that I care about logging, right? I think a lot of the things I care about, as you can see here, revenue, ideas, projects, clients, like it's very much particular to me and my day-to-day life as like a freelance software developer, indie hacker. For you, it could be completely different. And that's the beauty of this technology, is like it's very customizable and very personalizable. So I do recommend like starting with this LLM Wiki document, because the whole point of this is to be very broad, very general, and just it's a pattern for you to build off of. Like, remember that this is a pattern for you particularly to work with your agent to then build and design a document space for yourself. And I can't like say that enough. Like the beauty of this technology is the personalization. Like, make this yours and then build patterns around it. Just think of this is a foundation to build on top of. Don't copy mine, don't copy somebody else's. Like, just take this pattern, feed it through your LLM, have a discussion, and design it that way. And I think you're going to be impressed. I really am. I was kind of avoiding it at first, but now I'm absolutely sold. This is definitely the primary way I'm going to be using Obsidian, and just like a memory bank for my own self. So anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one.